here is where we always get lost. Most women, where they always get it wrong. They think if you're starting something new, you need to run away from the old. You need to escape. You need to be new, fresh. There is power in it. Hello friends, welcome to Empire Within Me, where we talk about wealth, health, personal development, making bold moves to achieve our dreams without losing what matters most. So there are things that matter most in your life. It could be health, it could be values, it could be family, peace, whatever it is. When you're going to take bold steps, when you're going to chase your dreams, when you're going to build yourself, there are things you need to keep your eye on. There are things you need to keep together. There are things you need to keep near you. Is it family? Is it wealth? Is it whatever it is? We take bold steps without losing what matters most. So, welcome to this episode. My name is Akili, and today we are talking about starting anew or starting something new. And we're saying you do not have to lose everything to start something new. No. Yes, you've had it right. You don't have to lose everything, to quit everything to start something new. Don't burn bridges. Don't throw away your life. Don't leave your family hanging just to start something new. No, you don't have to. I know you've heard this saying that take the big leap. Take the big leap. And we have believed in that saying, but I think it is not true. If you have believed in this saying of if you want success, you must drop everything. You must drop everything to be able to achieve your dreams and go all in and risk it all. I don't think that's what it should be. I think we need to take bold steps, yes, but that kind of all or nothing thinking is what is keeping you from achieving your dreams. You're afraid to take the first step because you're afraid to lose it all. You can work without losing it. You can start something new without losing everything. You don't need a dramatic exit from where you are. You don't need a dramatic exit to start something new. You just need a solid internal shift. You need a solid internal shift. Empires are not built on impulse. You don't build an empire from an impulse. You build an empire from clarity, connection, and consistency. People who have built empires, they build from clarity, connection, and consistency. You have to be clear of where you're going, why you're going there, and how you will go there. It is a blueprint. It's not exactly maybe, but at least you should have some clarity of where you're going. Don't just jump all in, risk it all, and then end up with depression. So we're going to have a shift within. Remember, this channel we are building from within. If you want to take a different direction, you start from within. Get that solid kind of shift within. Note down everything you're going to do. Shift consistently, connect the dots, and be clear. Empires are not built on impulse. They are built on connection, consistency, and clarity. Take those 3 C's. Then number 2, start from where you are. You do not need to move anywhere or do something dramatic to start something new. I want to remind you, your empire is already with you. You already have the empire within you. You have the empire in your stories. The story you have, your story. In your story, in your skills, in your experiences, in your values, and even in your struggles. The things you struggled with, they are the things that are going to build you. Your story, where you are at now, is what is going to build your empire. Your values, what you value most, those are your objectives. Those are your building blocks. Your experiences, your skills that you have acquired. You don't have to abandon all those things to start something new and you start on a new slate, a clean slate. No. You need to build from what you have. You just need an internal shift to look at life differently and build from where you have clarity. Then connect from what you have been doing to what you're planning. So you don't need a new location, you don't need a new following, a big following to start up something new. You don't need to leave your place and go somewhere else, except if that's what you feel like doing, but it is not like a necessity. All you need is just to listen to yourself. Listen to yourself. Maybe that shift, Maybe that's what you need to do is within your story where you are at. If you are a mother, it's just to take the child to bed, and in that time when the child is sleeping, script your video for YouTube channel, like me. Or you can, during your break time at your job, during your lunch break or your break time, you can have those few minutes to write down your business idea, to write down your goals, to write down, to scribble a business plan. It could mean starting from where you are, could mean waking up 30 minutes before your time of waking up and writing down your goals and journaling about your next steps, journaling about your next chapter. In that, you'll be clear about where you're going and where you're coming from and where you are at. And when you consider all those things, you will have a stable ground to start from. So it's not about changing your whole life. It's about changing the approach you have towards your life. It's about changing the approach to your life for a better version of what you're living right now. Then number 3, the power of integration. The power of integrating the old and the new. Here is where we always get lost. Most women, where they always get it wrong. They think if you're starting something new, you need to run away from the old. You need to escape. You need to be new, fresh. There is power in integration. Don't try to run away from the current situation in the name of growth. The real transformation is when you connect the old and the new. When you understand your responsibilities, when you honor your responsibilities, when you honor who you are, your story right now, when you honor your family right now, you honor your roles that you're taking up, that you're doing, and be able to connect those to the new chapter you're trying to do. So honor those responsibilities as you water the seedlings you have planted of the new chapter, or as you plant and water the seedlings of the new chapter. Don't run out from your responsibilities. Don't run out from what you're doing currently. Just honor them, connect them to the next chapter. You can be leaving out those that will not serve you, and keep watering, keep developing those things from the old chapter that will be able to help you in the new formed journey. So you don't have to quit motherhood to be a CEO. If you want to be a CEO, blend slowly, move slowly from motherhood without hurting the people around you, without hurting your own self. Because at some point, you start to regret, you start to feel guilty, you start to feel bad about your decisions that were so quick. So if you're a mother and you want to be a CEO, it doesn't hurt to just slowly build into the CEO position without dramatically leaving your babies, leaving everything all of a sudden just to chase your dream. And you don't have to hate your job to be able to transform into business. It's a matter of having a different approach towards life. If you've decided to start up a business for growth and development, you don't need to hate your job. You need to just use the skills from your job, your experiences, love what you have been doing, milk what was there, pick the gold that was there and use it in the new job. Don't dump everything down. Even when you're starting a new job, maybe you have been having a business and you want to transform into another business. Maybe this business is not working very well. You don't have to abandon everything. There are things there that have helped you. There are struggles that have taught you how to handle disparate situations. Or the things you have gone through, the skills you have learned, they've taught you how to manage time, they've taught you those things you have learned, don't abandon them. They are the ingredients you're going to start with as you create that new journey that you're starting. You don't have to leave your community to go and start a movement somewhere. You can start from your community. The fact that where you are is where you're thinking of changing. Maybe there is something there that is inspiring you to go to the next chapter. You don't have to abandon that. You need that to keep behind you, pushing you. It is part of the ingredient that is going to help you to create the next chapter. Then number 4, starting strong also means starting authentically. You're going to start strong from where you are without running away from your responsibilities, but also you're going to be authentic. If you're authentic to yourself, you don't quickly burn out. You don't lose track of what you want because you are original. You're thinking about things that are real. You're not copying and pasting. So when you're copying and pasting, sometimes you run out of ideas. But if it is authentic, if it is from you within, most of the times you don't run out of ideas, you don't burn out, or if those things come in, you can be able to overcome. So starting strong isn't about the noise that you make while you're starting, it's about the alignment. Align yourself with what you want. Align yourself with your responsibilities, your story at which you are at right now. You don't have to act like a single person if you are married. You don't have to act like a married person if you're single. You don't have to act like someone that that has no children when you have children. If she's coming back at 4 and for you need to come back home at 3, you are different people. Be authentic to yourself. Be authentic to your story. Be authentic to your life, to your values, to your skills. Don't do something that someone is doing just because someone is doing it. There are skills involved. There are experiences involved. If their story says so, doesn't necessarily mean your story says so. So be authentic to yourself and start from where you are at. So being aligned is knowing where you're going, why you're going there. It's knowing why you're building, where you're building, and why. Where, why, what you're building. What are you building? What life do you want to create around your business? Is it a life where there is no rest? Is it a life where you need rest? Is it a life where you need to work in a position, in a certain environment? Is it where you're free to work wherever you feel like? What do you want to create and why? So that clarity is what we call the alignment. You align yourself with your values, with the kind of situation you want to do. If you want to be free, and you can create, maybe if you're doing videos, you can create them from any country, anywhere, any village. If that is what you choose to do, you have a reason why you're choosing that. Maybe because you want to be free, you want the freedom, maybe you want whatever you want. Create a life. Don't allow people to create for you a life. Create a life. Don't work according to what people think. Let's create our own life. Give ourselves permission to do what we do, what we deserve, what we need. That gives us peace. That is the main aim for this channel. Creating our own life as women, as ladies, having freedom to create what we desire, defining success on our own terms, and moving at our own pace. You don't have to get the whole world in one day. You just need freedom. You need understanding. You need to create your own success story. What you feel is success. Because the world has already taught us that you have to give up something to gain something. You don't need to give up anything. You don't need to drop everything to be able to start something new. No. You need to do what you can understand, what you want, what you need, at your own pace. Don't compete with the world. Don't think if someone has a number of things and is happy with that, don't think you'll be happy with the same number of things. Everyone has their own life. Everyone is called to do something on their own. So you don't need to rely on what someone else is doing. So create your own life. Align with your own self. Be authentic. Be authentic. And that, my friend, is the real power. That is the real strength. So if you have been waiting for a sign to start, if you've been waiting for a sign to show that you're ready to be your own self, to create your own journey, to not lose everything, to move, this is your sign. If you have been waiting to get ready, this is it. You're ready. Take small steps. No dramatic exit. Small steps to create the life that you want at your own pace. You just have to say yes to yourself. And hey, remember, don't lose everything just to start something new. And so, please, I want to hear from you what you have understood, what you have liked from these observations that have given you, these tools that I've given you. Comment in the comment section. I am starting afresh. I'm doing something new without losing everything. So comment in the section what has inspired you, and if you're ready to move on to the next level. Don't forget to subscribe, because we are going to be giving you more tools and more help as you move to your next chapter. So what's that small thing that you're going to do this week to be able to move into the direction of your next chapter without losing what you have so far, and keep building with heart without losing what matters most. That's what matters. Build, be whatever, get the freedom without losing what matters most. So start strong, start from where you are, be authentic, and don't lose what matters most. See you in the next one. Bye.